That is your GMC or Chevy hesitating when you press the gas, losing power out of nowhere, or just flat out refusing to start. In this video, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked troublemakers under the hood, the electronic throttle body. From how it works to how it fails, and why a simple swap isn't complete without a reset. Stick around, because this isn't just a repair, it's a rescue mission for your ride. Let's start with the basics. How does the throttle body even work? In 2007 to 2014 GMCs and Chevys, you've got a drive-by-wire system. That means there's no traditional cable connecting your gas pedal to the engine. Instead, it's all controlled electronically by the ECM, the engine control module. Inside the throttle body are 6 key electrical circuits, all managed by the ECM. These control the throttle plate, which opens and closes to regulate air entering the engine. But the real brain inside? 2 TPS sensors, throttle position sensors, that constantly send signals to the ECM about how far open the throttle is. One goes high when the plate opens, the other goes low. They cross-check each other to make sure nothing's off. If these readings don't match, trouble begins. Let's start with the most common trouble codes you'll see when the throttle body or sensors start acting up. P0121 to P0123. Issues with throttle position sensor A. P0221 to P0223. Problems with TPS sensor B. P2135. TPS A and B don't agree. Triggers limp mode. P2101. Throttle actuator isn't responding properly. P2119. Throttle plate isn't closing as expected. P2176. ECM hasn't learned the idle position after replacement. If you're scanning and seeing any of these, chances are high your throttle body is the problem. Now, what do these codes feel like when you're driving? Sluggish acceleration, random power cuts or reduced engine power warning, rough idle or unexpected shutoffs, and in some cases, the engine won't start at all. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Throttle body issues are more common on these models than most people think. Replacing the throttle body isn't rocket science, but it's not a just slap it on job either. Remove the air intake, unplug the harness, take off the bolts, and out comes the old throttle body. Drop in the new one, bolt it down evenly, reconnect everything, and you're done. This is the new throttle body. Make sure to check the gasket and replace it if it is damaged or worn out, as it will allow unmetered air to the engine, causing high idle and unsuccessful reset. Make sure to watch till the end for reset procedure, which is only the right method to do. Do share it with other truck owners so that they do not waste their money on unnecessary repairs. Before replacing the throttle body, make sure the wiring is not shorted together or worn out and dried out. Sometimes high resistance in the wiring cause the same trouble codes. For me, I have checked the throttle wirings and ECM functionality with the scan tool before. So be careful to not throw a throttle body when you diagnose your throttle body. Now it's time to reset the throttle body values stored in the ECM. This is where most people mess up. They skip the reset. Here's the deal. A brand new throttle body doesn't know your engine. The ECM has to relearn the closed and open positions. That's called a throttle relearn procedure. Without it, the plate can stay stuck. Your idle will be off, and you might even get worse performance than before. And guess what? You need a proper scan tool to do this, one that can initiate throttle relearn. This forces the ECM to recalibrate and sync with the new sensors. Do it right, and your engine will idle smoothly, accelerate responsively, and drive like new again. So whether you're chasing down a weird idle mystery shutdowns or a no-start headache, don't overlook the throttle body. It's more than just a valve. It's the gatekeeper between your foot and your engine. If you're replacing it, do it once, do it right, and don't skip the reset. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. Like the video if this helped you out and subscribe if you want more real-world fixes without the fluff. Thanks for watching and keep that ride running smooth.